Hello and welcome to Titanium Tana's Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Leo, okay? Leo. So, whatever you have in your chart under Leo is fair game, alright? So, and what I'll be doing is I will be mentioning the decks I use as I use them. If not, they will be in the description box below, so don't fret. Alright, so the first deck I'm going to use is the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Now, so let's begin your reading. Please, angels and guides. By the way, I'm a Leo rising myself. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect. Ace of Spring in the reverse, which would be the Ace of Wands in the reverse. With the Ace of Autumn at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Nine of Summer. And never mind. Or should I? Oh, that. Okay, so you're okay, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. God damn it. Alright. Don't mind me. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. By the way, I'm a Leo rising myself, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the wheel. The wheel of fortune. Well, the card only says the wheel. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. You got the Lovers. Yeah. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got something pointing towards the left. Six of Spring pointing towards the left. This means something happened in the cards pointing towards the left. To me, mean that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly. And yes, that speech, the fact that came out slow was intentional. Okay, so that was the Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. And now, by the way, I use selenite on my decks. I'm going to use the Froud's Fairy Oracle. I don't know where that came from. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Leos, my fellow Leos, please come forward and share why the Ace of Spring is in the reverse, while the Ace of Autumn is in the upright. We got Pohadil of the Waters pointing towards the right. And the cards at the bottom are Iris of the Rainbow, as well as the Sage. Dun, dun, dun. Not really. I'm just joking around. Okay, so now you have the Wheel. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share why the Wheel is here in the upright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you got the Journeyman, movement forward. The Green Woman, as well as the Laum. And oh, that gnome. And Mickle and Muckle. Excuse the noises if you heard anything. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share. And you got Guardian at the gate. Yeah. With a collective of pixies. Followed by List of the Shadows. As well as the Master Maker. Yeah. And Arvel Parrot. Okay. Next, you have the Six of Spring pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left, to me, mean that they're happening slowly or they happened in the past. Right? So, cards pointing towards the right, to me, mean that it's like the direction of the arrows while you're rewinding or fast forwarding something. So, pointing towards the right means that it's happening quickly or it's happening in the future. Pointing towards the left, it's happening slowly or it happened in the past. Yeah. So, Six of Spring pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides. What's up with my voice? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Leos, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got Epona's Wild Daughter. Followed by Gotcha! Surprise! As well as Topsy Turvets. And the Singer of Intuition. And the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm joking around. Okay. Let us begin, y'all. Okay. First card. You got the Ace of Spring in the reverse. Then you have the Ace of Autumn in the upright. Now, what I'm getting is that you will not have a new beginning with something because your mind is set on what action you are going to take. You aren't... The imagery I'm getting is... well, it's not really an image. It's more like a concept. How should I explain this? Alright, when you aren't decided on something that you want to see through, okay, you generally people tend to, because they're like a ship without a rudder, right? So they don't have a direction. They don't have something guiding them. So they'll go zigzagging through different places and they won't really manage where they're going because they have no direction. But when you have a clear knowing of where you're going to go to, what's your next action, you know what you're going to do, why you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it, that is when you don't need a new action because you already know the action that you're going to do because you have a clear sight as to where you're going. You catch my drift? Now the next card is the Ace of Autumn, which would be the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Ace of Autumn talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So seeing as you are dead set on doing this one thing and in doing it right, you are going the distance with it. And because you have decided, you have put it in your mind's eye that you are going to make this into a reality, it will become your reality. Okay? And you will have a windfall of money. Yeah. Okay, now the first card clarifying that is Pohariel of the My words. Pohariel of the waters pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right, to me, I think I mentioned this, mean that they are happening quickly or they happen in the future. How deep a future, I have no idea. Excuse me. But if you continue doing what you've been doing up to now, it will definitely come to pass. Alright, now Pohariel talks of gracefully accepting change, which in this case would be gracefully accepting the change in your mindset. That you are no longer open for new ideas. Right? Then you have Iris the Rainbow, which talks of hope and promise for the future. Now, you have what you're working on, right? You have your aim, you have your goal, and nothing's going to deter you from making it into a reality. Which is how it is becoming your hope, promise for the future, because you know in what direction you're going. That's when you tap into the Sage card, right? Now the Sage talks of wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, old age, and patience. I feel like this is definitely going to come to pass, but doesn't mean... So you are gracefully accepting change, and that is for certain. But with the Sage card here, I feel like there is an element of patience that needs to be taken, because wisdom does not happen overnight. Wisdom happens with life experience, with things that you learn. So this Ace of Autumn might come with a little bit of time. It might take at least 90 days or more. They say to form a new habit, it takes 60 days of doing it repeatedly. Right? So, might give you an idea. Next, you have Zavil. Not the meat. Not veal as in the type of meat. Right? But the veal with the accent. Anyway, so it's the wheel. Right? The Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, it says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So you are moving forward, and the first card to clarify is just reiterating that by mentioning, okay, that you are definitely moving forward with the Journeyman, because the Journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. You're definitely moving forward. That is amazing. And with that movement forward, okay, you will have, with the Green Woman, okay, you will have you will tap into a little bit of your wildness, because this is probably uncharted territory, so you don't know what's going to happen. But it will also allow you to tap into your natural magic, expectant gratitude, and your untamable creativity. Something that no one can put a cap on, seeing as you're going into the wild and you are going to need to be resourceful and inventive and thinking outside the box. Then you have the Lamb. Now the Lamb card, okay, talks of unconditional giving and receiving. Okay? So I feel like the wheel has moved. Now the wheel has moved and you are tapping into creativity, to which you are giving unconditionally, because you're like, I can't control this. I just love what I'm doing so much. It's just, I love it, right? For some reason, I thought of Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok and Free Man. Yeah. Well, he also directed another movie, but I can't remember the name. In New Zealand. Well, I mean, Thor Ragnarok was probably shot in New Zealand. It's not all of it. I'm not quite sure. In any case, okay, the next card is Oh That Gnome. Now, Oh That Gnome talks of breaking of habits and patterns, right? So, I mean, you're moving forward with what you want to create in your life, and that will allow you to tap into untamable creativity to which you are unconditionally giving and receiving from. And I feel like that in and of itself is a break in pattern, your habit. You're not used to just doing what you love. And that is one of the things for which you are being appreciative for. Because you see the blessing that you have of actually being able to live your life's dream. Or at least to live something that you appreciate to no extent. Okay. Yeah. Now you have the lovers. Now the lovers, alright, yes, it talks about the true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, or return to good health. Yes. So this could be true love. You might have that coming in, but I feel like it's also more often than not, okay, this card to me represents a choice made from the heart. So it's a decision, yes, a decision made emotionally and consciously with with head and heart alignment is what I'm getting, is what I picked up just now, is what I heard. Or I don't know if that was my intuition, or if that was my angels, or if that was just my word association in my mind. In any case. Okay, so the first card clarifying that is Guardian at the Gate, which talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. So this Lovers card, this decision that you're going to make is you going to a new stage of your life. You have completed a cycle and now you are elevating yourself to a new how should I say this? Because the idea that's popping into my mind is power dynamics right now. And power dynamics, okay, well, I don't actually know, I can't talk of the power dynamics that, I don't know, but it's interesting how, to me, okay, the power dynamics in my mind happens in a spiral. It's like a coiling spiral. So it starts off from here with where it's all red. It's like the lower lessons, and where it's really bunched up together. It's really close. Then it moves up in vibration, and you learning lessons, and then it goes bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Just like a cyclone. And they change color. Every single cycle changes colors. Now, what was I going to say? It changes color. And every single cycle, every single circle in the cyclone, okay, is one level of consciousness, or is one level of understanding of a situation. Now, if you think about it, okay, a cyclone has, okay, so if the way I see it is that during your lifetime you will experience the same lesson over and over again. The only difference is that you will be on a different placement in your cycle, so you will view it differently, which will then allow you to learn different things about that lesson. So you will relearn that same lesson again and again in different ways, learning different levels of consciousness going along the way. I hope this makes sense. It makes total sense in my mind, but it might not be so clear to others, because I'm trying to explain, but I'm trying to use anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to utilize I'm trying to explain it in easy and understandable pattern, what method. If you didn't understand, leave me a message in the box below and I will try to explain it clearly. Okay? Now, you having gone through all these cycles and learning all these lessons in this cycle, in all these cycles, okay, will have allowed you to meet your peeps, your posse, is what I'm picking up on, because you have met the group of people you want to stick to, the group of people that you joyfully and willingly participate in. Okay? Wow. Next, you have the list of the shadows. Now, list talks of healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, and self-esteem. Now, I feel like you were able to meet this posse or this group of people because you have healed yourself inside and out. You've healed your bondage. You've healed all these things. Your shadow self, your addictions, your bondage, and you've gained self-esteem, right? And that also is like a wink to the power dynamics and all that fun stuff. Life lessons. All right. Next, you have the Master Maker. Now, the Master Maker talks of skills, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. Now, throughout all these lessons, you've gained moral strength. Okay, you have learned so much. You have become the magician of your life. Bruh, come on. I mean, having gone through all those cycles and learned all those stuff, you can't not be nothing but a magician. What? I don't know if you're following me because I feel like I'm talking a little fast, and I feel like a way for you to embody that portion of you now is by speaking it aloud, by communicating, because you have Arval Parrot. And Arval Parrot, as you can see, is pointing at his throat chakra, which is lit up, right? You also see, which is lit up. So he speaks his truth. He creates his truth through his speech. Okay, and the more you speak it, the more it will impress itself on your subconscious mind, which will in turn reprogram your subconscious mind, which is a way for you to recode your mental pathways. Okay? And did you know that subconsciously imagining and things that you see, visualizing, your mind, your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between an action, something that actually occurred, and something that is occurring in your mind. It sees it, so it believes it. Little life hack right there. Now, the next card is the Six of Spring pointing towards the left. Now, like I said, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happen in the past or they're happening super slowly. Now, for the super slowly bit, okay, this might be in regards to the fact that this might take a little bit of time to do, right? But just remember that Esther Hicks talks a lot about this. Feel the first stage of manifestation is not the actual manifestation of the physical thing that you want. Okay? It is the emotional resonance that you feel with the thing that you want. I hope that's what the wording is. But what I mean to say is that you will feel it before you see it. Pick that up. Think that you will feel it before you see it. Before you see it. See it. Okay? So I feel like this, like for those for whom this hasn't happened yet, this is happening super slowly. You will see it, you will feel it before you see it. Alright, so it says, a wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So for those for whom this hasn't happened yet, that is what I suggest. You will allow the feeling to happen, or if you want to trick your mind, you can feel the feeling and have it happen that way. But if you feel the feeling prior and want to have it happen that way, you have to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of wanting to feel it and being like, well, I've been feeling it, and where is it? Where's my manifestation? Shit don't work like that. Sorry. When you think of where is it, the moment you say where is it is when you push it away. You have to act like it's already there. That's why I'm saying when you feel that feeling that you want to feel, grab onto it and feel it as often as you can. Make it so that your subconscious believes that this is your new paradigm, that this is your new reality. Because if you make it into your new reality, that will become your new reality. Which is amazing. Okay? So feel it and don't expect it. Just feel it. Be happy in the feeling. That's all. But you're like, but. Like, I remember when I was at the beginning of all this, I would be like, but I want to see it. Nah. It doesn't work like that. If you're not ready for it, even if you see it, you won't be able to do with it what you can do. Okay, the full brunt of what you can do is what I'm getting at. You won't be able to live it the best way if it's too early. You know? I hope that makes sense. Now, the first card clarifying it is Epona's Wild Daughter. Now, Epona's Wild Daughter talks of inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. And this is what it is. For those for whom this has already happened, you possibly had to have gone through all this madness and growth. I know I did. Like I said, it took me a while to understand that when I thought of where is my manifestation, where is it? I can't see it. Where? That actually pushed it away. That was my madness. That drove me crazy. It was freaking insane. And I feel like that is gonna partly be your reality. That is what is gonna surprise you. The fact that I said don't concentrate on the fact that it's not here right now. Concentrate on the feeling that you're feeling. Surprises you. You're like, but that's not what they tell us. Yeah, because that's what they want you to not be able to attract. They would rather have you wanting more and expecting more and being sad that you don't have more, while all the time not being able to manifest it because you're concentrating on where is it instead of what you're feeling now. Okay? Now, well, the next card is Topsy-Turvets. And I feel like once you get over that shock, you're like, okay, if I really, really, really want it, I need to change my perspective, because that is what this card is, right? If you notice every face on this card, okay, if you change the way the card is, the face will slightly change, but they still look like faces. Yeah. So once you change your perception, you'll be like, oh, flash of your intuition. You'll be like, whoa, I can understand stuff now. Whoa. Don't mind me. Because the singer of intuition, okay, this is the singer of intuition. Right? The singer of intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. And because you now have all these different perceptions and all these different points of view, you are now able to see things differently than how you were used to seeing them. Okay? And the final card is the Fairy who is kissed by the pixies. Now, the Fairy who is kissed by the pixies talks of love given is love received, the metaphorical open heart surgery. Notice how her face is lit up with happiness and joy and contentment, and she's like, oh my god, yippee skippy. This is Dharma Jane's yippee skippy card. She's over the moon with joy, right? What was I talking about? Before I was talking about the joy, right? Instead of concentrating on it being in your reality, in the the material object is not in your reality. Don't concentrate on the material thing. Concentrate on the feeling. Be like this. Be like, yee, yippee, skippy, for no damn reason. Yes, you're gonna look crazy to others, but I can assure you, you'll attract what you want faster. Okay? So, my gorgeous Leos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the amount in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Leos, because I'm Leo rising myself, right? I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.